What up guys, welcome back to this. My name is Eka. Today we're going to be talking about and informing you guys about coronavirus or COVID-19 as we all call it and all known. Where it came from, how it happened, did this happen before, and I'm going to tell you all about it and also all the information. I will link everything down below in the link and description, everywhere else. So first, we're going to be talking about where did coronavirus or COVID-19 come from. It came from China, Wuhan, specifically their market where they keep all the rarest animals, the endangered animals, the downright thinking, really, they do eat cats and dogs if you don't know that. Those are the pets that we keep around in Europe, but that they keep them all together. I've never seen that before, and you can find this information from Serpentza, and I'll link it down below that you can go and see it, the exact videos. He speaks about it more and more details, that they just keep them together. I've never seen that. I've been to a fish market, I've been to a produce market. They don't keep, it's never the same. You understand, like China's health is not that top of the range, it's not and because in Wuhan that's literally separate from actual mainland China, so everything gets put together. But also you can understand the government do know about this specific market because it's a booming market that they know about it, and they pretty much benefit and profit hugely, like massively. And obviously I've seen IG that they trying to eat SMR, like dude, SMR used to be eating various fruits to see how it sounds, but they eat octopus. I mean, that's normal-ish, I don't know. They eat some sort of weird fish, catfish, not for something else. There's an actual fish called catfish. And they eat really strange animal, like strange, like, I don't know if you know, like if you go to China, you can't eat most strangest animals ever. Like you like what is this? Like it is true. You would it is found like away from China or mainland China. Either way, you still find it, and that's just true. And the same thing I want to talk about is like it. When I said that it has happened before, it did, because the SARS came from China. I believe Wuhan. That's what it kind of came from, and the COVID came from bats. And you gotta understand, like when they eat these different type of animals do, like they eat other things that brings in like some sort of disease, which is that carries on all the way through. And in a market like where the animals is, there's different animals everywhere, as in they're all stuck in one cage, as in one's sick, one's ill, one's dying, one's bleeding out, one's peeing, like one's is not pooing. They're all just stuck together, and it's like it's in a cage. Like it's just weird. It's a weird description. I don't want to put it out, but you can check out Sympathiz's video that it pretty much shows you, and it's pretty scary in a way, like how they just, it's just inhumane at all, but they don't really see them as a human, so it's like, yeah. So it's kind of detrimental in a way. But I want to tell you is the SARS came from China, the same thing. It literally came from the same exact thing, like the same thing, the same predicament, and literally because the China did ban that market, but they reopened it again. Like nobody's gonna know, because they have CCP, this organization where they pretty much censors anything bad's gonna happen in China. Because you can understand, China, they are kind of separate from like the world, as in internet wise. Like they pretty much strict, like I don't know what to say. I don't know that they monitors every journalist, what they say, what comes out from China. So it's that, and also the CCP kind of the body around it, which they censor it even more. They make them think they're like the good people, which does profit them massively, but also it's scary at the same time when something that this major happens and they keep it quiet, and they have done it before. They kept it quiet, and the same thing is like, oh, they said, oh, we've managed to like stop the virus, which was absolutely untrue, and because of the rest of the world had to pressure them to a point and say, you gotta tell us the truth, stop lying about it, and they kept on lying and lying, and it's just, and then we found out the actual totality, and it was massively different from others, and it was actually scary at the same time. This is very scary, and how these animals, obviously you can understand that they eat this animal and people transmit whatever that animal ate, and the disease comes in and they spread germs and this and that, different either way, they sneeze, this and that, and they get spread out all over, like massive, like a pandemic, whoosh. And also it's like, there's this organization called WHO, which they keep information around the world that about this, and America said that they kept information from them, and that kind of is true. They did kind of like, it's a kind of gray area. They did keep the information from us, as in the rest of the world, and that's just, it's a dicey moment. Like, everyone is dying, and we need a real information, like a significant information to a point where it's like, it's gonna benefit everyone else. Like, and then they did that, and it's really scary as you see it. Like, you can understand, like, whoever runs, because I don't want to have some sort of power kind of influence how that specific government works. And I want to tell you guys, like, WHO, it's a government, it's a scientist to every single government. Like, the best scientists come from each country, and used to be funded by American, and that doesn't get funded anymore. But is Trump, when he got elected, he said that American first. That's he said it, and it transformed to it. And also China swoops in, the big hero, saying we're gonna fund it. And also when they fund it, they bring this traditional remedy, and that where animals get sold, because you gotta understand, they believe in traditional historian remedies that helps them cure, and the market benefits the government, and also the government profit, and also pushes whoever captures these animals to bring it to that market, and it gets sold. Gotta remember, that benefits China as a whole, i.e. the government, and that's true. Some sort of ish, there's some truth of it, that it does help, but scientifically it was proven that it's a yay or may. Like, you can find some sort of remedies that use to separate some sort of compound to produce. That's how aspirin came from. Like, they use a specific tree and they separate some sort of compound, and they made aspirin that helps you relieve headache and so on. And there's some sort of truth in it, but some of the remedies, it is kind of outdated. We are in we're in the 21st century. Like, it's miles. Like, you understand that. That's just something, it's specifically and different. And the thing is, it's like, it's really massively when China decided to subsidize the information what is happening in China, and that kind of everyone else, the rest of the world that reports the truth about what's happening in their government, like their country, what's happening, and China just keeps quiet. They're like, excellent. Like, you understand, China don't really care about everyone else. They generally don't care about you. Like, you, the rest of the world, you're irrelevant. Like, you're really irrelevant to a point where it's like, if you go, you go. Who cares? Like, it doesn't affect us as us together as a whole, because they are separate from the rest of the world. You can understand that part is the truth. And when America bashed them down saying, yo, you gotta tell us the truth, and they eventually told us the truth, And obviously the CCP, what I talked about, is a big organization which they censors everything bad always happening from China, and that's kind of a big thing. And there's a country that doing very well, which they're not getting recognized by WHO because China funds WHO, and that government don't believe that they're part of from China. I don't know exactly the country. I don't want to say the wrong country, but yeah, you're more informed now than ever, because I'm just doing my part to help you know this information, because it's out there. You can search if you want to or not. It's there. You can search where it came from, and it tells you straight away. But yeah, hopefully everyone is informed, and thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna go back to my usual videos which I do reactions, so hopefully everything is good, and pray for everyone else who either infected or not. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully the lockdown, it's going to be no lockdown no more, because I'm waiting for my government to kind of lessen their measures. But yeah, hopefully everyone's having a good time, and see ya.